After spending a lot of time with this table, here's my full review of my JOY Q3 Plus Chinese pool table, or Heyball table as it's called now. I genuinely love the way this table looks. It has that classic wooden pool table style instead of the more modern designs that use metal finishes and futuristic shapes. But at the same time, it doesn't feel outdated at all. This thing is an absolute beast as well. It weighs around 630 kilos, uses a 3-slate construction, and sits on 6 large, sturdy legs, so it feels incredibly solid. The maple rails look really good, and the gold accents throughout the table give it a premium feel. You can see them on the pockets, the triangle holder, the rest holder, and even on the ends of the rests themselves. Overall, the design just works really well together. On all 4 sides of the table, there are decorative panels with text on them, which I personally really like. That's what gives the table a little bit of a modern touch without ruining the classic look. The table has around a dozen adjustment screws for leveling, so it's actually very accessible and straightforward to fine-tune. That being said, I absolutely do not recommend trying to level this yourself unless you really know what you're doing. You can seriously damage or even crack the slates, so definitely let a professional table mechanic handle it. The table came with quite a few accessories. First, there are 2 LP brand 3/4 cues, which are actually pretty decent quality. They both have 9mm tips, so they're noticeably thinner than standard American pool cues. They also included 2 cue extensions, which was a nice surprise. There was also an American pool cue included. It's a 2-piece cue with a 12mm tip. And finally, there's also a 1-piece break cue. You also get some glue, 6 pieces of chalk, and a few replacement 9mm tips for the LP cues. Of course, the table also comes with 2 rests, one low and one high, and I have to say the black and gold design looks really slick. Included with the table was also a set of premium Aramith balls, which are perfectly good. I just personally prefer playing with a red dotted cue ball, so I bought one separately. You also get a triangle, a ball rack, and a table brush. Oh, and I almost forgot. It also came with a cue rack. Nothing amazing, but still a nice extra that I wasn't expecting. As for the cloth itself, I honestly don't know exactly what brand it is. There's no logo or branding anywhere, so it seems more like a standard club cloth rather than a high-end competition cloth. It also didn't come with rack or kitchen markings, so I had to add those myself. And on a side note, I've noticed Chinese pool cloth prices have been increasing recently, so I already bought a proper competition level cloth for whenever it's time to replace this one. Now let's talk about a few things I think could be improved. First of all, and this is really nitpicking, I would have loved if the table came with the Unity balls instead. I just think they look amazing. But honestly, the premium Aramith set is still completely fine. I also think they should include a table cover as standard. Again, not a huge issue since I bought one for about 20 euros, but it feels like an easy thing to include with a table at this level. Now for the more serious complaints. The pockets look fantastic, but I really wish these side pieces were attached more cleanly to the rail, because I constantly catch them with my hip while walking around the table. It's annoying and makes it feel a little untidy. My table also came with this small thing attached to the rail. From what I understand, it's designed for Chinese clubs that use video systems, where players can scan the QR code to get videos of their sessions. But for me, it's completely useless, and I don't like that it means part of the rail isn't perfectly flat anymore. It's hard to see on camera, but it sticks out by about 1mm. Another issue I've had is with the rests themselves. They feel a bit too light and slightly plasticky. I think they would feel much nicer if they were heavier and more solid. But the biggest problem is that the end pieces keep unscrewing themselves whenever you place the rest down on the table. It's honestly really annoying because I'm constantly having to tighten them again. Overall, I am extremely happy with this table. The rails play great, the slates play great. Honestly, the whole table feels properly professional, and the criticisms I mentioned are all fairly minor in the grand scheme of things. From my experience so far, you really can't go wrong with a JOY table.